On the shimmering horizon of the Pacific Ocean, beneath an ominous swirling red sky, a monumental clash was unfolding. The USS Forged Destiny, an almost mythical steel behemoth, spanned the waves like Leviathan itself. Above them, chaos reigned. Drones and flying saucers spiraled through the thickened air, emblazoned with a bright red logo that read in shining Cyrillic, Putin Inc. Thunderous booms echoed as thousands of projectiles and laser beams fired at the aircraft carrier. But the assault was no match for the towering figure swatting Putin Inc.'s fleet of UFOs aside like mere nuisances, Moose Godzilla. Standing 400 feet high, Moose Godzilla was a living symbol of Canadian defiance. Wrapped in a stretched, extra-large t-shirt painted with a bold Canadian maple leaf, he loomed over the ocean's battlefield, lit by fiery explosions. His antlers gleamed gold. His razor-sharp claws left fluffy clouds of shrapnel in the air as he slammed drones in mid-flight, scattering electronics into the sea. But the pièce de résistance was his radiant rainbow mohawk, glowing brighter with every strike. Beneath his massive feet lay a poutine buffet stretching nearly a mile, steam curling around it like battle smoke. Above it waved a giant banner from Canadian hands, "Taste our freedom." To understand him, you'd have to go back to the day a Canadian scientist made history. In 1999, Dr. Eleanor Mapplethorpe combined genetic material from a prehistoric moose fossil and irradiated samples from a dormant Godzilla egg on a dare at the University of Manitoba. The experiment, intended to be a joke among colleagues, yielded a creature too graceful and powerful for the world to ignore. Moose Godzilla, the protector of Canada, the friend of Putin, and foe to oppression. Raised among snowy peaks and barrels of maple syrup, his purpose was clear: shield the land of free healthcare and syrup cascades from tyranny. This time tyranny had a name: Alexander Putin V. As ruler-CEO of Putin Inc., Alexander had claimed dominion over domes of neon cities, far-flung planets, and now oceans alike, all while wearing satin suits and dual monocles, styled for maximum menace. His company's fleets, an army of saucers and drones, were built for conquest, fueled by mega-corporate greed and his trademark smile-through-dominance policy. The battle between Moose Godzilla and Putin Inc.'s flying arsenal was personal. Putin Inc. had recently formalized its attempt to trademark poutine, sparking global outrage. But just as Moose Godzilla whipped his tail to knock 3 saucers out of the sky, a competing roar joined his. Swooping overhead was a bold challenger, a massive bald eagle crowned with an identical rainbow mohawk streaking through the skies. This eagle, clad in armor covered with the stars and stripes, let out a piercing screech. Known as Liberty Claw, the mascot reaper of independence, it dove through enemy formations with talons of titanium, ripping through Putin Inc.'s drones while dodging humming lasers. Below, sailors erupted into cheers, even with their incongruous "I Putin" apparel. It wasn't long before Moose Godzilla locked eyes with Liberty Claw. Their battle styles harmonized as Liberty Claw took aerial hits high above while Moose Godzilla slashed drones beside the carrier. Together they began to turn the tide of battle. And then the grand entrance came. Hovering above the carnage was the man himself, Alexander Putin V, overseeing the fight on board a massive saucer outfitted with gold trim and a plasma chandelier, a smirk etched onto his flawlessly powdered face.
"You cannot stop progress."
As if in reply, Moose Godzilla plucked discarded saucer fragments and hurled them toward Putin's flagship like discus. Alexander Putin's face dropped for the first time. On the sidelines, Canadian sailors munched poutine, shouting proudly, "Taste our freedom!" Meanwhile, Liberty Claw soared, grabbing Moose Godzilla's improvised debris. Their alliance became a thunderous symbol of defiance against tyranny. Victory wouldn't come easy, but Moose Godzilla gave it away with one booming roar. "This buffet will never be yours."